Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and dreamers of all ages, welcome to the Kingdom Chronicles podcast with your hosts, Chris.
Hello, everyone.
And Matt.
How you doing, everybody? Great to be back again.
And today we're talking about Lost Lands and Forgotten Rides.
Yes, we are, and there's a ton of them that we can cover from all 4 parks from over the years.
And for our fans who are reminiscent of Eisner-era Disney World, this is for you.
Yeah, this is for all you kids that used to go in like the late 90s, early 2000s, to early 2010s, because a lot of that stuff was there still and is now gone. So
Yeah, sadly.
let's get into it, shall we?
All right, first up is Magic Kingdom.
Yes, it is. You want to kick us off, my friend?
So we'll be talking about Splash Mountain. As you all know, it's a bit of controversial, but
Yes.
still an absolute masterpiece.
Indeed. And that is the first ride that I remember going on when I first went in 2012.
I've never ridden it, so.
I was 8 years old. I don't remember if I was scared or what, but I loved it. And ever since then, every single trip until it closed, I made sure to get on Splash Mountain at least once. Every trip.
And it's a great way to start a tradition at Disney World.
Exactly. That was usually one of the first things that I end up on with my dad every trip.
So it changed from Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yes.
Which is all about you going through the bayou trying to find band members. Try to find band members for a big band.
A celebration, yeah. And I think they did I do miss Splash Mountain. Don't get me wrong. I love Brer Rabbit. I love Brer Bear and all that. Zippity Doo, that's still one of my favorite songs from
Zippity Doo Dah, copyright.
We don't want to get sued by Disney, please. Zippity Doo Dah, let's not get copyrighted. Otherwise, we will be chased by the mouse, which we don't want. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
But yes, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it keeps the same ride path, Splash Mountain, same interior, same ride design, just rethemed to The Princess and the Frog, which they did a great job with.
Honestly, missed opportunity there for the job, having you go into the Shadow Man's realm.
That would be cool, but it does take place after the movie.
Good point, but I'm saying if they did stick to the Princess and the Frog, yes, that would be perfect.
If they went by the movie, when you go down that second drop into like what used to be the laughing place,
to the Briar Patch,
down the bayou, there was a second drop before that.
Oh.
So there was so if you know Splash Mountain, there's the moment you go in, you're going through like the gardens from Splash Mountain days. You go down that first drop into the lake area where you see all the Briar Patch guys. You get to that second spot where Brer Bear would be sticking his head into a tree with a beehive. That was the second drop in the dark. So you go down and then you end up in the laughing place, or in our case, it's when you get shrunken down to a frog in the new ride. What that could have been if they stuck with the movie, they could have made that Facilier's little shadow lair. Been cool. But
good.
I'm glad they made it the way they did, because the ride they have now, they did such a great job.
Oh yeah, you've ridden it.
Yep, I've ridden it once during the day and once in the evening, so I've experienced it both times a day, and it's beautiful at night.
Yeah.
Right done.
Yep. All right, moving on. So for our original fans who love pre-2013 people, our fans, if you guys remember in Magic Kingdom, there used to be Tomorrowland, which is Tomorrowland.
Toontown.
Toontown, yeah.
Yeah, we used to have Toontown, which then became New Fantasyland.
Yeah.
With a whole big refurb, new rides, new shows, brand new expansion.
Yep. So yes, for our new fans, who love Disneyland and Toontown, Magic Kingdom used to have Toontown.
Yes, they
which
did.
Got changed to New Fantasyland, which it has 2 Dumbo rides.
For one to say now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so now New Fantasyland consists of, Storybook Circus is technically its own little side land, which is still part of Fantasyland. But the Dumbo attraction does have 2 of them now.
Each going one way, going opposite ways.
Yes.
Like one going clockwise, one going counterclockwise.
Yes, so we have New Fantasyland, which consists of Storybook Circus, where you can
where you go to a place called Pete's Silly Sideshow.
Yes, where you can meet Mickey, Minnie,
not Mickey.
not Mickey. Minnie, Daisy, Donald, and Goofy.
Yep, you can meet Goofy in his cannonball outfit, Donald in his psychic powers, and Daisy and Minnie are, I don't know what they are, but I think
Minnie was a dog trainer, and I believe Daisy was dressed as a gypsy or
yep.
Then you had the Barnstormer, which is there for reasons anyway.
And also, it did in that area they used to have John Blank be our guest over there, which
it's still there.
Is no. I'm talking about
the restaurant's still there.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
But even Fantasyland, before, when it was Toontown, you used to have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, which was then transformed into Winnie the Pooh.
Which, if you did see, if you're lucky and you get the back of the Pony Pot and you go into the room where like what is it, Owl's house?
Yes, Owl's
Owl's house, and if you look
in the door,
right door, as soon as you enter, if you quickly turn behind without giving yourself whiplash,
you can see an image
of
Mr. Toad handing the deed to the ride to Owl.
Which is a great detail, a great way to honor the. And another thing, back in Disneyland, jump there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Disneyland, they still have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Yes, and Toontown is still there too.
Yeah, but
Recently got a big upgrade to incorporate more of like the style of the current Mickey shorts. So it's in a way the old Toontown's not there, but it's still there.
Yeah, and
the Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin is there.
Never ridden
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is there.
Wait, have you been to Disney? Have you ridden any of those or no?
Mr. Toad, yes. I did not get around to Roger Rabbit. We didn't have time, but if we did have time, we would have done it for sure. It was on the list.
But what I'm talking about is that Disneyland has Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, as we know,
Yes,
ride. And so what Winnie the Pooh did was in Magic Kingdom and Fantasyland, they have Country Band Jamboree.
Yes.
In Disneyland, they got rid of
they don't have that anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of the Country Bear Jamboree to put in Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, they did. Because it used to be. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it used to be Country Bear Jamboree.
That's true. Yeah, forgot about that. Actually.
And then if you go into if you go into a certain room, and again, if you look behind you without giving yourself whiplash, you can see the moose heads from.
Yes, I did hear about that.
From Country Bear Jamboree as another great.
Yeah, little Easter. I'm passing the torch to that as well. Yeah. What ride are we talking about next, Chris?
We're talking about this is people who got scarred as a kid in Magic Kingdom.
Yay, childhood trauma.
Yahoo!
In the most magical place on earth. Yay.
To a place called Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
Alien encounter.
Where before you go into a room and I forgot what the plot is, but
you get stuck in a room with an alien that basically gets loose and is not a friendly thing at all.
And you get scared.
The complete opposite of what you would expect from Disney.
Exactly. Yep. And then because it was so scary, I think 1999. I think they closed. It was us empty shell for like 2 years.
2 or 3 years, and then Lilo and Stitch came out.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch came out in way of allowing to market the movie. They changed it to Extraterrestrial Annual Counter to Stitch's Great Escape. Yeah, where you're helping the Grand Councilwoman transport Experiment 626 to a different area to do something. And what you do is you get stuck in a room, same way, but instead of a terrifying alien, you get
screwed around with Stitch.
Yep.
Stitch basically messes with everybody.
It's
burps
kind of
you, goes under your chair, farts at you, whatever you want to call it. Whatever Stitch does, he'll do.
And so with Stitch's Great Escape, anyways, moving on.
Hey Chris, you had the interference?
Yeah.
So we're getting a transmission coming in from
Stitch.
Stitch leg. Hello.
Stitch, what are you doing? You're supposed to be in a containment facility.
Stitch. Stitch lost.
Oh, okay.
Stitch home.
Okay.
Does not know what Stitch is. Well.
Okay, that was a great.
Okay, that was unexpected.
That was unexpected.
But thank you
for Stitch.
Thank you, Stitch, for joining us for a few seconds of unintended interruptions. Moving on.
And so with Stitch's Great Escape, it's kind of like it's tough to be bug if
similar to which is now also
which we're talking about later on in this episode.
We'll get to that.
So now what they do is it's actually like during the day.
Now it is empty. Sometimes Stitch will be there during the day doing. Yeah, no, Stitch is there during the day doing meet and greets usually.
And isn't he usually by Buzz Lightyear?
Sometimes, but like his actual meet and greets usually inside in that area.
Well, anyways, you do go into like the queue line of what was Stitch's Great Escape to meet Elvis Stitch, which we talked about in our last episode.
I will be having some pictures of that on Instagram. Hopefully in the next couple weeks. I will be going in 13 days. I'm leaving, so I will definitely be trying to do that when I get to the Halloween party this year. Before
we continue on, I just want to say that you can't see us, but we have a great background here.
Yes, we do. We are in my home theater at the moment.
Yeah. And he has a great bunch of Lego memorabilia, which
yes, I do. The entire shelf is
behind me.
Lego Disney.
Yeah, behind me.
It's a problem.
I wouldn't say it's a problem.
Very expensive problem.
And another thing we have is a while back. So I'm doing a little shout out for a couple of friends of mine called MickeyandMinnie.com. They created a sign. They have a wall decor. And the specific thing I have is Living with the Land, which is absolutely beautiful, which we'll put in a photo.
Yeah, we can put in a photo of that.
And they have a bunch of other stuff. We'll put their link in the description.
Shout out to those amazing people
that
create
they will.
This stuff.
But yeah.
We'll be sure to link their store and stuff in our bio as well.
We definitely will.
Give them some support.
And then fun fact is, with Stitch's Great Escape, as it is empty shell, they can't get rid of that because the whole building is actually split.
It's
split in half with cosmic rays.
So if you wanted to remove such as Great Escape, then Cosmic's going with it.
And that's also one of the most popular quick service restaurants.
It probably is the most popular.
If you get rid of that, then everyone's going to be right.
I mean, tell me one time you ever found an open seat there without walking around for 5 minutes at least.
Well, at night, yeah, but
if you go there for lunch, trust me, people, do not go for lunch because you will not find a seat for the life of you. It will take you a good 20 minutes just to find a seat. Then you'll be eating a cold burger and soggy French fries for the next 20 minutes. Then you'll not be hungry.
Another great thing is they do mobile order. So
on a line of like 50 people ordering a cheeseburger.
Yeah, and so what you could do is find your table.
Yep.
Go on your mobile app, mobile order like we mentioned in our bonus episode.
That's true. Yeah.
And just make your order. You just wait a few minutes.
And then it'll be ready. They'll let you know when it's ready.
Go to a pickup spot.
Yeah.
Now we're talking to our favorite thing. So, Country Bear Jamboree went over a change in July.
Yes.
No, it opened in July.
Yeah, it opened in July of this year, yeah. This year or last year?
No, it was this year.
Was it?
Yeah, it was this year. Actually, no, it was maybe...
No, it was July of 2024.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because we experienced it in January of this year.
Yep.
When we met up in January of this year, we did that together for the first time.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, it's a great sing-along.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You still have the country thing just with Disney songs.
Yeah.
Which also, I think it's probably... I mean, sure, we can't get wrong with Blood on the Saddle and other things. And
there was blood on the soul, blood all around.
So, yeah.
That gem of a song.
Yeah.
We'll remember that forever.
Yeah.
As well as, we'll always have to say this one. Remember me, though I promise not to do this again.
But here we are.
Don't let it make you cry.
And so, yeah, they went over a change to, like you said, the Country Bear Jamboree, which nice
goes from the classic, like, kind of country
music
vibe, but instead of having the old songs that nobody even knows anymore, except for Blood on the Saddle, they put a country twist on some of Disney's biggest hits, such as A Whole New World, You Got a Friend in Me, which fits that perfectly.
Which you and me sang our hearts out.
Hell yeah. What else we had? They had
Fixer Upper.
Yeah, Fixer Upper, Califragiles, the Expialidocious.
Which is played by Ernest, who goes crazy on the fiddle. Like, literally
Remember
smoking.
Me, which we won't talk about, because we've done that already.
A Whole New World.
Yep, Whole New World. Try Everything from Zootopia.
And the most basic and fun thing, the bare necessities.
Yes.
So they love. Yep. So
look for the bare necessities, folks.
Yep. Next thing we're talking about, which is my favorite park, Epcot.
All right.
Which is also my favorite Epcot. I've been going since 2008, and I absolutely love it.
Which stands for
Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow.
Or in the common comedic side of things, every person comes out tired.
And yeah. Anyway, so we're all familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Yes.
Probably one of the top tier rides in Epcot, and
the only Marvel ride in Disney World currently as well.
And probably never one on everyone's list. Before, it was Ellen's Energy Adventure.
Yes, it was. It used to be Ellen's Energy Adventure before it closed.
Yeah.
I forget when they closed it, but it used to be that's what it was pre-Guardians.
Yep.
I don't remember much of it, but I wasn't happy with it. I kind of got dragged in there by my parents, and I hated it. But typical cranky 8-year-old in Disney World situation.
And you just sit and you're with Ellen doing a game show with Bill Nye the Science Guy. I mean, come on, every 2,000.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, we don't copyright. But every 2,000 kid has listened to Bill Nye the Science Guy in their science classroom.
I know I did.
I know I did.
It in 8th grade. Got kind of annoying, but I like it anyway.
And everyone got hyped with Bill.
Exactly.
And Bill. So what they do is they just go through trying to figure out how to conserve energy.
Yes.
Which is all about Epcot's all about the future.
Yes, about the future and clean living.
So Matt, let me tell you something.
Yes.
What was the one thing in Epcot that made you go like, wow, this is amazing?
I think the first thing that I saw there that truly made me feel that was Test Track when I went on it for the first time. It was when I had 2.0. That's when I forget when they opened that. It was like 10 years ago.
Which we'll talk more next.
Yeah, but that was like the one moment where I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool.
For me, it's the idea of the future.
That too.
I love the idea of the future. Little kid me always loved the idea of the future. We'll talk more about old Epcot in today's episode, just a little bit further.
And 4 parks here today.
Yes, we will be. And so now on to Test Track.
All right.
So
it's gone through 3 iterations now. I believe,
yes, it has.
There was the one that came with the park.
Yeah, called World of Motion.
Yes, knew that. Okay. which neither myself or Chris have done
No,
yet.
we haven't done.
However, I will be doing it when I go, and we'll get on there, and I'll definitely try and record it so I could show it to you, of course.
Yes,
and then,
please.
And then we'll share our thoughts from what Chris saw and what I experienced with all of you.
Yeah, so, and we'll put in a picture of what Test Track 1.0 looked like.
Yes,
Because I have
versus
pictures from when I
2.0
went
and
to
then-
2008.
And then I'll definitely share photos with Chris again while I'm there
Yeah.
that we could use for the podcast. You could definitely give me a list of stuff I could use.
Yeah, I will.
That I could take photos of for.
No, 2.0, like you said, customization.
Yes,
absolutely
it was all
loved
about the customization.
That's kind of sealed my deal for Love
different
Test Track.
stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
And was
3.0,
sponsored by Chevrolet.
it was sponsored by Chevrolet.
I believe
Well, it was
first one was GMC Motors
Yeah, so
or whatever it was.
Yeah, so 1.0 was sponsored by General Motors.
Yeah, General Motors.
Test Track 2.0 was Chevrolet.
Now
And I think
the third
3.0
one
is still Chevrolet,
I don't think it's
Sh-
Chevrolet.
or maybe Ford. I
I think it's Ford now. I
We'll
believe.
put in a little.
Yeah, we'll
we'll-
put in something later.
We'll put in a text that says
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it actually is.
for sure.
Now moving on to Maelstrom. So
Yes.
we're going to World Showcase.
Yeah, Norway to be exact.
Yep, Norway to be exact. Get that nice Viking coffee for my adult fans. For our adult fans, I haven't tried it because I don't drink coffee.
Neither do I.
But before it's called Maelstrom, which is go through Norwegian Norwegian folklore, Norwegian landscape, which I think it's absolutely amazing. With like the history of Norway, and then there's like I think a little drop. I think, but if you go into Epcot or Norway,
Oh, special update for you guys.
Yeah,
I
special
just looked
update.
up the sponsor for Test Track to answer that question for all you guys. So it started with General Motors, then I went to Chevrolet. It has resumed their sponsorship with General Motors as of July of this year.
oh nice.
So General Motors is back to sponsoring Test Track after about like 20 years or so.
There goes that's our
There's
answer.
There we go.
There you go, people.
So General Motors has indeed reinstated their contract with Epcot to do that ride.
Yeah, which is
So
amazing.
they're back
And-
to the old days, technically.
And I've seen clips of a Test Track online,
I haven't
and
seen
I
the
think
new
it's
one yet.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good from what I saw in the concept art.
I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil
Oh,
it
yeah.
for my co-host here, but I think it's amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
But back to Maelstrom.
Yes.
It's just go through Norwegian landscape.
I don't think I ever did it, but I know
I-
it did go through like a lot of like the.
I know I was
Norwegian
terrified of going
folklore.
through
Yeah.
Maelstrom.
It went through a lot of like the folklore and the tall tales that the Norwegian people always used to share, like trolls and some other things. I don't remember what else was in there, but there were a lot of like mythical kind of legends and stories and tales and all that. The folklore, pretty much all folklore. It's a big folk story.
And it got moved to a Disney film, which is also based in Norway.
Yes, it
called
is.
Frozen. So
Yeah.
it's Frozen Ever After,
Yep.
where it just go through the retelling of Frozen.
Yeah. Same kind of story. Same kind of.
You go through insane stuff to get to Elsa's Ice Palace.
They have recently started.
Oh yeah, they
Taking out the
screen projections and
for
put
the
it in actual animatronics.
Yes, they have swapped out the projection animatronics in that ride due
Yeah.
to issues with that
Yeah.
to the classic animatronics that we're all used to.
And so, like I said, you just go through the tale of trying to get to meet Elsa, and she doesn't even talk to us. She just shoos us away. She just lets us go,
No pun intended.
and you just go backwards down a
Yeah.
hill. I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's a good ride. Splash Mountain for babies, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's basically Splash Mountain for the people that don't want to go on Splash Mountain.
Now, if you remember earlier, we talked about the difference between old Epcot and new Epcot,
Yes, we
which
did.
is what we're talking about here.
You know more about this than I do,
Yes,
Chris, so I'll let you
yes, I
take
do.
over.
So with the old Epcot, we had innovations. We had electric umbrella. We had a pretty awesome facade for
Fountain
Club Cool.
Nation.
Oh yeah, Fountain Nations. That's also a beautiful
No
thing.
longer there, sadly.
You had illuminations, which I absolutely love. It's probably what's made me also love that park. I've listened to We Go On a bunch of times and recently. And then the pandemic happened. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was
partly-
pandemic,
partly, yeah.
but then this is all pre-Walcott, as our fellow fans love to talk about. Basically, made a meme about it. And with new Epcot, it's just pretty bland.
Yeah.
Like it lost its sense of future.
It's not as
It's
not as like
Yeah.
eye-opening as it used to be.
And so with Creation Shop, it's just modern. It's okay, but prefer the futuristic thing. But if you remember, Mouse Gear had a little gear on the front.
Yeah, that used to be in the shape of a Mickey.
Yeah,
You used to have the Mickey gear cogs on the front of the building there.
which I still miss that.
Yeah, I miss that too.
We'll move on to here. You want to move on to your favorite park?
Yes, we shall. It's lights, cameras, action, people. We're heading over to Hollywood Studios,
They would. I don't want to get copyright again.
which used to be MGM Studios when it opened in the late 80s. So now Hollywood Studios has gone through a lot of changes
Yes, it has.
since they opened. I mean, I believe there is not a single opening day attraction left in that park, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's sad.
The Great Movie Ride, I believe, was the last one that was left. And we'll start with that, honestly, because that ride was
It was amazing.
for the time and for the amount of people that probably loved movies then and more so now, I wish it was still there now.
Especially for you since you're a movie film.
Exactly, especially
movie
for
buff.
me now that I'm a lot more of a cinephile than I was when I first went on the ride, like 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, I just remember going through this great movie ride, just chilling out.
That big montage at the end still sticks with me.
From all of us here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we hope you've enjoyed our tour through some of my favorite films. But remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
We didn't need dialogue. We had faces.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step in time! I feel the need for a steady. I'll be back.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
What have you done? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect. Shut up.
Force will be with you always.
I'm making an offer again with you.
I want to be known. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Good morning, Vietnam!
He's looking at you, kid.
Movies, the stuff that dreams are made of. Hope you've enjoyed our ultimate celebration of classic movies. And remember, you can find
Yeah.
And I've actually pulled it up on YouTube recently just to rewatch it because I miss it so much.
Oh, I have to do that.
I'll do it after the show.
Oh,
Do that.
awesome. So, yeah, with a great movie ride, just go through the rides and stuff.
Yeah, go through some of Hollywood's biggest movies like Casablanca, The
I
Wizard of
remember that.
Oz, Singing in the Rain,
Oh, I love Singing in the Rain.
Tarzan, the old live action Tarzan,
Mary
Alien,
Poppins, Alien, which we
Mary
will not talk about.
Poppins. Yeah, we
The
talked
Alien
about that.
scared about me. I remember
Indiana
going-
Jones. That was in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Movies, old gangster movies, all of it.
Speaking
All
of
classic
gangster
Hollywood.
movies, you literally drive into a gangster action set for a gangster
Yeah.
set where your tour guide gets kind of kidnapped to
Yeah, and
get
then you
thrown
get,
out somewhere.
Then you take a old time like 1950s
Gangster.
gangster,
And then
from
it
set,
just continues
takes
on the
over.
tour.
Yeah.
And then towards the end, when we get to... Was it Indiana Jones?
Yes.
It was when we get towards the end of... Or not towards the end, but when we get close
Toward
into...
Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
There's a
towards the
section
end.
where our tour guide or gangster tour
Where our
guide
gangster tour guide...
will go to steal a jewel,
But it turns into a skeleton.
which means they
They let greed take care of him.
They didn't make it.
And then poof, our tour guide comes back.
Yep.
Just goes on the
Back in.
tour. Goes
They
through
finish
Wizard of
up our
Oz,
tour, yeah.
and that's it.
And then we have the beautiful montage as
Yep.
well.
Oh yeah. We really have to watch that because I miss it.
that montage. And now that I am a huge film buff, I wonder how many of those movies I've actually seen now.
Oh, you probably seen
And
most
I
of them.
probably can recognize at least half of them.
Now again, for our fans who love old like Eisner or Disney.
Yeah.
Remember the back lot?
place. We want to make sure everyone has a fantastic view of the show. All right, wonderful. For those of you that have chosen the front row, I would like to congratulate you. You have won a lot of water because you are in the splash zone. So if you don't want to get too terribly wet, all you got to do is back wheel on the front rail and put your back against the back rail. Not only will this keep you relatively dry, this will also provide a great view of the monitors up above. If anyone wishes to change aisles at any time during the show, no worries. But please do me a favor, do not go under or over through the handrails to do it. Just go to the ends of the aisles where you can switch there safely. And also for your safety, for the safety of others, please do not stand, sit, climb, play with the small children on the handrails. Thank you. Hey! Nice moment. Because it does take a lot of time and hard work to reset a charge for an explosion. However, the number one consideration at the time we have all of these special effects is the safety of the actors on the set, which leads me to you. So what's your name?
Jaime.
Jaime! Say hi, Jaime! Hi, Jaime! So Jaime, you've been cast as the mechanic on the PT boat. Your scene takes place in the engine room, which happens to be below the water line. So are you ready to go for a dive? Sure? Well, unfortunately, I'm not. I forgot my floaties at home. So you're going to follow Hannah into the mechanic. Now I'm going to pause here for a second. That's a wrap, everyone. Let's give them a big round of applause to they look great on the camera. I smell Oscars in the future.
Things are changing here in the back.
Used in the special effect fight sequences. Of course, many of the planes you saw flying through the aerial battles or sitting on the ground weren't real at all. They were created entirely within a computer. Oh, keep your cameras focused to the right. We're coming up on that perfect angle of the Eiffel Tower I told you about. It's a true masterpiece.
Permission to come in and take a look around. I'm up here with our effects crew, and we're getting ready to shoot a test sequence. On the way in, you're going to be crossing a wooden bridge, and things may get a little bumpy, so please, hold on to your belongings, especially hats, cameras, and glasses, and keep an eye on any small children in your party. And of course, please remain seated at all times. Welcome to the set. As you can see, we brought the bare, dry deserts of Southern California to green, typically humid Central Florida. This set is based on real locations that our production designer took pictures of. Our set crew spent about 6 months building the canyon, but we've used it for a number of TV shows and specials over the years. For our upcoming production, the script called for a tanker truck. We found this one in our boneyard, but it was too big to drive into place. So we picked it up with a crane and set it down here. We're up on the overhead platforms, and I see our director has arrived. As soon as the rain effect is ready, we'll begin the sequence. This sudden shower is really just a special effect. We've rigged up a series of water nozzles just above your tram. The water sprays in a crisscross pattern to create a sense of depth, but this storm only covers the first few feet of the set.
Is that beginning? C1, take 2.
Okay, it's showtime. Everybody stay seated. Hang on to your belongings and watch your children.
Hi everybody, I'm Bob. A very different view of the fishing village set. From this point of view, you can see that there is no inside of the buildings. They are just false fronts or facades. In the movie business, set builders only create what the camera has to see. It's an old movie trick dating all the way back to the silent era. To add to the sense of
in Streets of America, the Osborne family life. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little heated here. I don't think it's not a good turn.
It works.
No, it doesn't.
But at the same time, it doesn't.
Like literally Muppet. Like my dad said a while back, the Muppets is just for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids, young adults, whatever it may be.
And Muppet kids.
Muppet Vision 3D.
And Muppet Vision 3D was great for everyone. Yeah,
Exactly.
but since they got rid of that, then
Roller Coaster is more of a
48
for an older audience.
Yeah, for people who are 48 inches or higher.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, so that they can actually ride the ride. Yeah. But I do hope that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Villains Unfairly Ever After, which you haven't seen yet.
I'll be seeing that this year too.
But I mean, it's amazing, but I kind of hope it's temporary for now, up until they open up.
The gang in there and stuff.
Well, yeah, but when they finish Villains Land, pick that up, move it over to Villains Land, and then put Muppet Vision 3D in the theater.
Or at least
that's what we should have talked about, and we should put on here. So with Villains Unfairly Ever After, there was a theater before.
Yes, there was.
Called Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy.
Yes, which they took out.
Yeah, to put in Villains. I mean, neither did I. Where you just sit down, see Lightning McQueen race with an animatronic Lightning McQueen, which is amazing, which I absolutely like.
Didn't last long, sadly.
No, it didn't last long.
It looked amazing.
It did look amazing. Okay, now we'll go to Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, so now we got the fourth and final park from Disney World. We have Animal Kingdom.
We only have one thing.
Which didn't go through too many major changes. Like the most major change they went through was taking Camp Mickey and Minnie.
For all our fans who are familiar with that, in like early 90s.
The Festival of the Lion King at the time as well. So that the show building for that used to be there, and it still is. They just switched it to the opposite side for the entrance, which is now in the Africa and near Tusker House and the Safari. But what went Camp Mickey and Minnie, what was once Camp Mickey and Minnie, went to Avatar Land, which is a very immersive land based on a James Cameron hit film from early 2009.
Yeah, and also for people who didn't do... Actually, no. Yeah, for people who remember, I remember Rivers of Light in Animal Kingdom.
Yes, I never got to do that. I know you did.
Yeah, it was amazing. Once, right? Yeah, it was only once. It was amazing. It was like little floats coming out with flowers coming out and bloom out and stuff. And
from what I understood, it was visually beautiful.
It was visually beautiful. It was Animal Kingdom's nighttime spectacular because since they have live animals.
Yeah, they do fireworks. Yeah, it would be like a really bad idea for that. But.
So they opted for lights and music, which I love.
Yeah,
but sadly, there's nothing new that replaces her except for a short time during the 50th anniversary they had the kite tail.
Yes,
it's in the same amphitheater.
I think they have the Feathered Friends in Flight, which is a bird show starring Doug and Kevin.
Oh yeah,
Russell.
that's another thing.
Yeah, that's what took over that attraction since it closed. Yeah, now they have a little bird show there. It's in the Asia Pavilion you're talking about, right? The amphitheater.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So now they have that there, but it's an up-themed bird show, which makes a lot of sense because that's why when you're in Animal Kingdom and you see all those macaws flying about.
Oh, that's Feathered Friends of Flight.
That's what it's for.
Right, in the front of the park.
Yes.
On Discovery Island, which
you'll be able to see
the Tree of Life and also Feathers of Flight. Yeah, macaws, toucans,
which are trained to fly around you.
Yeah, opposed
by the Tree of Life. Yeah. And we got to put the photos in. I've gotten quite a few beautiful photos of them in flight, but
I never got a chance to experience it.
Yeah, and moving on to the last attraction is what used to be Tough to Be a Bug.
Oh yeah.
Is now turning into, is it Better Together?
Yeah, it's Zootopia Better Together.
Yes. Which I believe they are doing previews for when I'm there in October.
Yeah, they're rolling them out now.
I'm planning on doing that if all goes well.
I'm sadly not going in October because I have school and stuff.
I'll see what I can recruit to see.
Well, it's going to be too late, but yeah.
But yeah, so I think that about wraps up our show for today, folks. But we hope you had a great time with us.
I hope you did.
Talking about the Disney parks.
And hope you feel more nostalgic. Hopefully you don't riot at these changes.
Yeah, and I mean, some of them are great, some of them are not so great. We'll miss some things. We're glad some things are gone. But as Disney would do, it's continuing to grow, continuing to build, continuing to evolve with the more modern films and technology. And we look forward to seeing what they do next.
Exactly. I can't wait to see what they have coming forward from now till
the next couple of years. Yeah.
They have a lot of new stuff happening from now in a couple of years.
But with that being said, we appreciate you all listening to us, and we look forward to hearing from you on your thoughts on these things.
Yeah.
And we look forward to giving you our next episode very soon.
Yes, we will.
See you guys.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Kingdom Chronicles podcast, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Hope you have a magical day.